Hey you, yeah you who clicked on this video. Thanks for giving our channel a shot. And if you will, please do us the honor of watching the video all the way through. Appreciate it. Now onto the video. Netflix. Why when you pop up in my news, it's never anything good. It's never anything positive, or rather it's rarely positive. So, Netflix will prompt subscribers to pay for users outside their households in new tests to address unauthorized password sharing. Oh boy, let's get into it. So, the streaming giant Netflix is set to launch a test letting primary account holders pay an additional fee for users outside their household in a new attempt by the company to address illicit password sharing. This is from a news story from Variety. According to Netflix terms of service, a customer's account may not be shared with individuals beyond your household. Now, we know that Netflix, has been not really enforcing this particular piece of the terms of service. I mean, most everybody has shared their Netflix password with people outside their family because, and there's a reason for that. Let's be honest. Between most of the original content being crap on Netflix and a lot of the shows just not being interesting, especially since they've transitioned to mostly original content and older shows and movies, legacy titles, people are either sharing their Netflix password with friends and family who just, don't really see the value in the service, or they are, just dropping the service for months at a time until a series comes up that they actually want to watch. And that's really the bottom line here. Now, this comes right on the heels of I think it was $1 price hike from Netflix just, this month? Yeah, it was this month. This is supposed to roll out in a few select countries. First, as the test goes on, that'll be Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru. And basically, if this test goes well, then they'll be rolling it out to other places, maybe not, and it's weird because essentially what they're saying is that you can still share your password with people outside of your immediate household, but there will be an additional upcharge. So you see, Netflix is really going all in on trying to nickel and dime its consumer base rather than add more value by making more shows that people would like to watch. So, the streaming wars continue, and we're just seeing more and more nonsense by a lot of these streamers to try to, increase the premium in which you're paying. So, it's just one of those things. But from a quote from them, they say, "We'll be working to understand the utility of these features for members in these 3 countries before making changes anywhere else in the world." So I'm not really sure why they chose these 3 countries in particular. Maybe it's because the password sharing is, a little bit more out of control than it is in other countries. And there's no telling how this will affect the rest of the streaming companies, for better or worse, more than likely for the worst. Because, like I say, with all of these different streaming services, especially with the idea that, they're approaching the same price as cable to view content, it's becoming a little bit more of a hardship. And this is in a world right now, not to get, all current event on everybody, but where everything is costing more. From gas to food to everything is going up in price due to various factors, whether that be conflict, inflation, what have you. And so, for Netflix to kind of pull this is just one more, knife in the back to the consumer who's, just trying to make it, and then, maybe use Netflix as, a way to escape the daily grind of what's going on in their lives. So honestly, I'm not in favor of this. I'm not in favor of Netflix just nickel and diming everybody for every little thing. And best believe that if they can get people to pay for this, because it seems like they're trying to do this in a softer way than just, authoritarian style, where they just jump into everybody's account, look at the IPs of who's accessing, and then, seeing if they can identify who's in the household and who's not. It seems like they're trying to do a gentle nudge, which will eventually end up, in probably the outright banning, or at least the charging of people that are not in the immediate household on one Netflix account. So we'll see what happens with this. Sound off in the comments. Let us know what you guys think about this. If you think Netflix is justified in what they're doing, or if you think this is just another dick move by a corporate entity in order to extract more money out of the consumer. All right, guys. Well, that's it for us for this particular video. We'll see you on the next one. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace. I'd like to give a big shout out to Blue for the Soul. Big shouts out to you. Thanks for joining the 8-Bit Heroes family. If you'd like to get a shout out on the channel, then hit that like button, maybe share it with a couple of friends, and do us the biggest honor of all, and subscribe to the channel so you can join the 8-Bit Heroes family. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when our new videos come out.